Katarina, and I'm super excited because I'm finally doing that Q&A video that I've been telling you all. So I'm finally shooting it now, and I'm super excited to answer all of your questions from Twitter, Instagram stories, and from an Instagram post I posted a couple of weeks ago. I'll try to answer all of the questions, and I'll try to answer as fast as I can so I get through all of the questions. The first question is, and I get asked this all the time, are you half Filipino / what's your other half? To answer this question for once and for all, no, I am not half Filipino. My dad is from Davao and my mom naman is from Manila. Second question, what is one thing people don't know about me? One thing people don't know about me that I think is really cool is that I'm a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I started Taekwondo when I was 8 and I stopped when I was 18 when I passed my first Dan testing here in the Philippines actually. And that leads me to my third question, how long have you been boxing for? So after Taekwondo, I transitioned to Muay Thai because I wanted to continue martial arts, but I wanted something less formal. Yeah, so I did Muay Thai from 2011 up until this year, where I was practicing Muay Thai every other day during the pandemic, and I told my coach I wanted to try boxing. So I have been doing boxing consistently only this year. Are you planning to join pageants again? I'm rooting for you on next year's Miss Universe Philippines. I get this question all the time, and as much as I would love to join Miss Universe Philippines, I feel like I've already closed that chapter in my life. I know na pasok pa yung age ko, but yun, I feel like I've just kind of moved past it. I've left it behind, and I had a great time for 2 years being in pageantry and competing, representing the Philippines. I super loved it, best time of my life. But I think it's time to move forward. How's life after pageantry? Life after pageantry is super relaxed, super chill. I feel like when I passed my Miss World Philippines crown down, I was just like, I have so many options. I don't know what to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? There's so many things I want to do and I wanted to do after passing my crown down. So I feel like it's just like the world is my oyster. That's how I look at life after pageantry. Ate Kat, modeling or pageantry? I'm gonna have to say pageantry. Pageantry because there's more substance in being a beauty queen. You know, you're not just posing and posing in front of the camera, which is actually quite challenging, but you know, it takes a lot more. It's more of a lifestyle really. You have to play the role 24/7. So it's a lot more challenging and a lot more fun, and I've learned a lot more from pageantry. Modeling or acting? I'm gonna have to go with acting. From all three, definitely it'd be acting, which is why I also know I'm done with pageants because I'm super excited to do more acting projects, to do maybe another teleserye, to do more movies. I just really love playing a different role, a different character, and just being in a whole nother life. The lifestyle, the dynamic is super fun. If you ask me that question 4 years ago, I would have said no, I don't want to be an actress, which is why I entered pageantry to begin with, but now I'm like all for it. Okay, you've been into many things. What's your dream job, or what will you be doing until you retire? I'd say in terms of my career, my dream job would be to be a well-acknowledged actress here in the Philippines. But I'd say my dream job in general is to be a mother. Yeah. I feel like being a mother is like the ultimate job for a woman. Next question. What would you label yourself as with all the things you've accomplished and talents you have? I would say I would label what I have on my Instagram, which would be a child rights activist, a peace advocate, and hopefully after a couple of projects I can finally put actress. What are your plans once this pandemic is gone? I don't know if this pandemic is ever gonna go away, but I feel like my plan is to, you know, head back to Manila and start working again. And I know there's a new normal, and we haven't really felt that here to us. This new normal is just really a concept to people here in Siargao, since we've been like in this bubble snow globe world for the past however many months. But ideally I'd like to work again. I have a lot of things lined up. My management diva, they're so great, and you know, they're telling me, hey, when you're back we have this for you, we have this for you. So I've just been doing some workshops while I'm here and just kind of developing things I need to be able to land those certain projects. Do you plan to study a master's degree? I do. I plan to study up until my PhD, hopefully. So maybe my master's when I'm 30 and then my PhD when I have kids already. Next question, where did you study and what subject for college? I studied in De La Salle University. I graduated there with a double degree in Philosophy and Business Management. Okay, so most memorable class in DLSU. Wow, that's really hard. It would have to be one of my philosophy subjects for sure. I super love the philo department in La Salle. But I'd go with Introduction to Philosophy. My teacher was Sir Villacorta, so he's an amazing professor. He's the one who actually convinced me to do philo. He challenged me so much. Do you miss DLSU? So there are a lot of questions on La Salle. I do miss it. That was like, what, 10 years ago? Well, no, 10 years when I first entered La Salle. I miss it. I miss like the college life. But I wasn't the type of college student who would go and stay there and hang out. I would literally go to class, hang out for a bit, and then head home because of the traffic. And my grandparents were kind of strict, so really after class I would have to go home. But I do miss being a student. Hello, I first saw you on TV with Liz Ken. When did you start showbiz? Love lots. Thank you for watching. I think I entered showbiz exclusively after pageantry, or officially after pageantry, but I started before pageantry. So Viva had me in so many workshops. I did like a sitcom. It was called Happy House with Miss Candy Pangilinan and Kuya Empoy. So it was comedic, super fun. I loved it. At the time, I didn't know I wanted to become an artista, which is why I shifted to pageantry. But that was my first exposure with acting. And thank you for watching Make It With You when it was showing. Sad. Okay, next question is what made you realize what you wanted in life? That's such a hard question. I feel like there's so many things that happen throughout a person's life that give them these realizations of what they really want. But you know what? Okay, so anytime I'm at the beach, which now is every day, but when I really look into the water and just go through this meditation, it's so easy for me to clear my mind and to know what I want. And I feel like if you do that, if you find a space or a place, it doesn't have to be at the beach, it could just be like outside under the sun with your eyes closed, and you don't have to do formal meditation. It could be your own natural way of meditating. I feel like that's the best way to figure out what you really want in life. Hi, how do you keep going? I'd have to say music. Music plays a big role in my life. I feel like it controls a lot of my emotions and my momentum. So I really like to start my day with music, and if I can, I like to end my night with music. And the genres differentiate. So in the morning, sometimes it's like jazz, or it's like very beachy music. I have Spotify. You can follow me on Spotify. I make playlists for everything. I even make playlists for my characters. Next question, what song do you think describes your life right now? There are a lot of songs that would describe my life right now, but the first one that comes to the top of my head is Paradise by Coldplay, and I don't need to explain. What's your guilty pleasure? Anime. For people who know me, you know I really love watching anime. Like sometimes I just disappear from the world for like a day to like a week. I won't go on social media. I'll just binge watch anime shows. I have like a long list of shows to watch, movies to watch, but it's definitely my guilty pleasure. Next question, favorite country to travel to, and how many have you traveled to? My favorite country to travel to is definitely Japan. I love the food, I love the culture. Because I love anime, it's just always like exciting for me to be there. I always look forward to it. I feel like that's the top place I want to go to when I'm able to travel again. And you know, just like there's so many things there. There's surf there, there's mountains. It's a beautiful country, and the people are very, very kind as well. And I don't know how many I've traveled to. I've traveled to a lot. Obviously Philippines, the US, Canada, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Cambodia, Maldives, where else in Asia? Egypt, China, Hong Kong, That's 12. Then in Europe naman, Paris, Switzerland. Switzerland's so nice. Also Paris, France. Spain, of course, because my ancestors are from Spain. And Belgium. I feel like I've traveled to more. I haven't been to South America yet, and I haven't been to Australia. But yun, so mga 15 to 20. If I had my passport, I'd read you all the countries. Where do you want to travel to after the pandemic? Japan, Bali. Those are two places I feel like I could go back to over and over. New places would definitely be Vietnam. That was on my list before the pandemic. And New Zealand. New Zealand because they seem to be doing so well. And it also looks like a very beautiful country. Favorite food / cuisine. My favorite food is Filipino. I know, medyo biased ako, but I love Filipino food. And that's the next question. Favorite Filipino food, sinigang. I could eat sinigang for the rest of my life. If I could choose one dish to eat forever, it would totally be sinigang. Where do you get your style inspo from? Ooh, it comes from a lot of places. I really love Rosie Huntington. During pageantry, I looked up to Olivia Colpo. But I love classics and basics. I don't usually dress like this. Usually like anything comfortable, anything classic. I also really love, she's a Brazilian actress, Bruna Marquezine. I haven't watched any of her movies, but I follow her on Instagram. She has amazing style. So I love looking at what she's wearing. And also the Thai actress, Yurisaya, Yaya. She's beautiful and she's always dressed classy. So the two of them, hi Tokyo. OMG, I've been wanting to ask you this question. What made you cut your bangs? It's cute. Thank you, Jamie. I cut my bangs because during my pageant career, I couldn't cut my hair. I could only trim it. It had to be long, no like extreme styling, so no bangs. It had to be easy to style, very pageant-like hair, and I had been itching to do something different. Though I've had bangs before after Asia's Next Top Model, so it's not really different because I've done it before, but I like it. I think it's cute and makes me look younger. Next question from Instagram, from Kumi Miyamai. So Kumi is one of my best friends. Hi Kumi, thanks for asking this question. Out of the 7 sins, which do you resonate with the most? Of course, you would ask this question to me. Okay, I think of the 7 deadly sins, I resonate most with vanity because it comes along with my job. Or you can't be in the industry and not be vain. I feel like it's part of it, as sad as it sounds, but hey, nobody's perfect. Everybody has, you know, a flaw, and I think like, because it's part of my job, it's like I always think of taking photos or videos or content for work to keep up with everything. So yeah, vanity sadly. When do you feel the most alive? I totally feel most alive when I have a really good, deep conversation with another person. I feel like this is, yun talaga yung trip ko. Like if me and someone else just like vibe off of a topic and we don't even have to agree on it. We can have different perspectives, different opinions, but our banter is just like flows so well. That's yun yung trip ko. That's when I feel most alive. Favorite Bible verse? I always say, by grace through faith, because in one of the Bible study sessions I went to, I learned what it really meant. And what it means is to go throughout your day, and when you do things, you don't do it because you want to please God. You do it because you're thanking Him. So you're going throughout life, you're trying to do things right because you want to thank Him, not because you want to go to heaven or because you want a reward, but because you want to say thank you for all the sacrifices that you made. Next question is, top 3 favorite books. Super easy. Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and of course, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Mantra in Life, Simple Living, Higher Thinking. I think that's self-explanatory. The next question, describe your dream guy. Tall, dark, and handsome. Joke. My dream guy. That's so hard. I feel like I already met him. Yeah, so somebody who can take care of me, who can work with me, who can make me laugh, smells good. I do like tall guys. you know, who treats his mom and his family right, who will treat me right, who will make a great father someday, who works hard, who doesn't live off of his parents' money and doesn't depend off of that, but you know, he can hold his own. Would you date a fan? Would I date a fan? I don't know. I have a boyfriend, so probably not right now. But if I didn't have a boyfriend, I'd hang out with a fan. You know, if they're not like super fanboying over me and like, yeah, I'd hang out with them. Then from there, we'll see how it goes. What kind of vlogs will you do, ate? A lot. I'll do anything you guys want. You can actually comment below and give me suggestions, but from island life to beauty to skincare to hair care to workout, fitness, health, behind the scenes of things, whatever you guys want, just comment below, but those are some that I have lined up for you all. From Twitter, from Janine, saying hi Janine, you've been a fan for so long. Thank you. What's the difference between living in the province and living in Manila? So living in the province, I sleep earlier. I sleep like 9 and I wake up really early. Well, I try to, but I wake up a lot earlier than I do in Manila. Then the days go by so much faster. I don't know if it's because the sun rises early and sets early. Life is more chill, more relaxed. In Manila, it's so fast-paced. You can do so much within a day, and there's traffic in Manila. How to start a new life in a different place? I feel like it's just very natural to do that. I didn't even realize I did it here in Siargao until I read this question. Yeah, it just happens naturally and you'll know it. Like, try not to force things. If you feel like a place isn't for you, don't force yourself to live there. But if you feel like, okay, this is the place, I want to be here, then go for it. Next question, when did you start surfing? I started surfing when I was 8 in Florida. And I did it until I was about, I'd say like 13, because my old babysitter in Florida, who's also Filipino, is like a huge surfer, like he's legit a surfer. Then I started consistently again when I started coming to Siargao, consistently, and I got my first longboard, and yeah, so that was in 2018. The best surf instructor, there's a few, but I really think Ikit and Aping Igudo, the sisters here in Siargao, are very good instructors. They've taught me a lot. Also Maricel, her Instagram handle is Party Sleep. We're all friends, so Maricel always gives me pointers and tips here and there. And if you're a girl, I'd say the 3 of them. Actually, even if you're a guy, I'd say the 3 of them and you're into longboarding. I would rate myself, I'd say I'm a professional beginner. Well, okay, I don't know. I don't know how to rate myself. I just learned during the pandemic how to catch my own wave. Because I couldn't figure out how to read the waves. But I was able to cross-step after like 4 months, not even 4 months of doing it consistently, which is odd. So I have good balance, but the catching my own wave part I think is the most difficult part for everyone. What do I love most about Siargao? The people hands down are the best thing about Siargao. Siargao is beautiful, like so many places in the Philippines. The island is just like, it has this amazing vibe, but the vibe is here because of the people. The people are hospitable, they're chill, they open their home to everyone. Next question is, what is the greatest lesson you've learned living in the island? This sounds so islandy and hippie, but just let things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Don't try and control anything. Don't try and force anything. You know, just work with what you have. Work with the weather, work with the tides, work with the sun. We're almost out of sun. Share your diet. Here in the island, I'm more vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, depending on how intense my workouts are. In Manila, I'm like strict IF and keto, so very different lifestyles and very different diets. What's your workout routine? So my workout routine also ranges from a lot of different activities, from boxing to surfing to running on the shore, to yoga. It really depends. I try to create a different routine every month, alternating on focusing on one specific activity so I don't get bored and just to really get my body shocked. We're almost done. Lexi Mendy. Hi Lexi, I miss you. So she asked me on Instagram, spill your hair care routine. I know she always asks me this. My secret, honestly, is baby shampoo. My mom told me to never stop using baby shampoo, so I alternate between like a woman shampoo and baby shampoo. And also baby shampoo makes my hair smell good and the boys love it. Ana Mai Alapayo, who's my best friend here in Siargao, so she asked, skincare routine, makeup brands, everything. My skincare routine, I always also alternate this. So I use like a specific brand and I have a specific routine that I do. And I'll do it for 2 weeks and then I'll switch back to like my base one. What's your advice to all girls who are insecure about their bodies? My advice would be, and this will be the last question because we don't have any more light. My advice would be, don't compare yourself to others. I know it's hard, I still do it. But when you work out, you should work out because you want to be fit. You should work out because you want to be strong, because you want to be healthy, not because you want to look like another girl. I find strong girls attractive. I find curvy girls attractive. Just because like you're super skinny, that doesn't mean that you're not insecure. I think even girls who are the sexiest girls are I get insecure sometimes. I'm like, wait, I can't shoot this yet because give me like a week to like work out and diet hardcore. But also when you do diet, you should diet because you want to consume good food and give your body good energy. There you go, guys. If you want to hear more about some of these topics and if you want me to elaborate on my answers for some of these topics, please just comment below. I hope you guys like this video and subscribe, and I can't wait to share more of my life with you all, and maybe I'll do another one of these again soon. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.